Hi guys, how's it going? Welcome to another free-to-play Ironman no shop, no quest video. Today I'm going to be trying to get the skull scepter, but I'm not sure how that's going to go since I only have 13 magic and 30 ranged, but we'll give it a shot. I think once I get to Catablopons, they're probably going to be, their defense is probably going to be way too high, so I don't think that's going to go well, but maybe I should save my spells for Ankus because I think they're weak to magic or something. I could be wrong, but we'll give it a shot. And bottom of scepter. So it was at this point that I did not have access to my microphone. I'm not really going to get into it, but I'm just going to do some live commentary over these clips. Hopefully it doesn't ruin the immersion for you all. So here I am on mobile at Ankus getting the left skull half, and now I am at Catablopons, which, by the way, I went 4 times the drop rate over, so I was pretty upset about that. But here I am getting a gold bar from Captain Arnov. And moving on, 40 ranged, and there's the bottom scepter piece, finally. I also wanted to mention, while I was at Catablopons, I did de-aggro, basically, by going AFK, and being able to attack these level 40 something ones instead of the 60 ones, because that was not going well. But anyway, here's skull scepter, here's 30 mining and 20 smithing and 30 smithing, and there's 30 fire making. On my way to 508 total, I think is what I need to get on the total level worlds. So, and 500 total, 40 fire making. So there is 508 total. I can now access the 500 total worlds. There's 20 magic. Apologies for the rain noise. I figured I would use some of my body runes and get some magic levels while I'm at it. So if you aren't aware, killing minotaurs, you get pretty much twice as much tin as you do copper, and that's because every time you hit a rune essence drop, it also has a 100% chance of also dropping tin, which is kind of a weird mechanic. But so what I'm doing right now is just collecting some copper to offset that. I have a bunch of tin left, so I figured this could be some decent extra smithing XP on top of the iron I'm going to be smelting. Right now I'm just going to work on 36 smithing, I think is what it is. I should probably check that. 35 smithing for a steel scimitar, so I can train combats a little bit more efficiently. I could keep smithing and get 51 for the myth, but I'm not really sure if I need it. Maybe I should, just because I'm going to be killing a lot of moss giants and eventually Bryophyta to get that rune sword. So, and there's another freaky forester piece. So I just got my first Quizmaster random. Let's see what I get from the mystery box. 500 coins. Just wanted to put it in perspective of how much I've been playing. Week or so, I guess I've played this account. I'm around 50 hours now, so that's pretty solid. At the end of the last episode, I think I was around 38. This in the video, so it's kind of archived in some way. And there's 40 mining. Yo, let's go, Captain Arnov, actually. Just a gold bar. Right, so I'm using up some of the coal I got from Stronghold Security, and I'm making some steel bars, because at the end of this smithing grind, and I guess crafting grind too, I should have a high enough smithing level to make a few different steel items that'll be helpful for combat. But yeah, I mined enough iron now for getting 40 smithing. That's the goal. Guess I kind of forgot to mention that I'm working on 40s right now, and I'll probably work on 50s after that, with the exception of probably runecraft and maybe magic. I'm not really sure the best way of training magic at the moment. So taking a break from smithing, gonna open some caskets. Only have 5 this time, but this will be casket 21 through 25. So let's see what we got. Nice, steel full helm. I actually just realized that I can go to the Dark Knight's fortress in the wilderness and kill Dark Knights and have a chance of getting a black medium helm. So I think I'll do that once I'm trying to train some magic and get some more runes. I'll give that a shot. Picking up the respawns of runes there, that's what I'm talking about. And another steel axe. Next we have a steel plate skirt. We already got that. 2 nature runes, that's good. Other chaps, garbage. A normal short bow, I haven't gotten that yet, I guess I'll keep it. And some fire runes, nothing too interesting. There's 40 smithing. Alright, now I'm going to start crafting, but first I have to kill a bunch of barbarians in order to get a amulet mold, which is kind of a weird drop, but it's the only way for me to get it. So there's also a ring mold. Yeah, those are the only 2 molds I can get. So it's a 1 in 128 drop, and I don't have attack options on. There's the first piece of the beekeeper outfit. And just hit the drop rate for the amulet mold, and I've also gotten every other 1 in 128 drop already, including all the other drops in general, so that kind of sucks, but we're just gonna have to keep going. So I'm kind of dumb, and I was getting 10 GP from barbarians while killing them, because I got a clue scroll that needed 10 GP to go across outgrid, and I didn't feel like going to the bank, so I thought it'd be quicker. However, I got a second clue scroll, and now I'm doing 2 clue scrolls at the same time. This is taking me like so long because they don't have run energy or teleports really, other than the canoe. So I'm just kind of walking these things back and forth. I also crashed as soon as I started OBS, so I logged out, and hopefully my other clue scroll is still at the Champions Guild. And yes, it is. So I did manage to complete both of those clues, so I'm just going to open them real quick and see what I get. A longbow, interesting. An oak longbow and a black chain body. That's pretty solid. And nothing. Another short bow. Wanted to give a quick file through the bank and look at the stats. So I just misclicked a level 10 barbarian, got the ring mold. That was the only one I've killed, and I think it's the same drop rate, so that's cool. There's another Letterhosen piece. The attack. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my barbarian village only Ironman. I am now twice the drop rate of the amulet mold. Notably, I just received a uncut diamond drop from a barbarian, which according to the wiki is a 1 in 8,192 drop. I'm in disbelief. I actually got the amulet mold. 302 kill count with the addition of like 5 Gunthor the Brave kills on accident. I have the amulet mold. I am so relieved. So as far as I can tell, this is the best method I have for crafting, is hopping through worlds and picking up this gold ore respawn that is right over here. I just picked it up, so it's not there right now. But as you can see, this NPC aggression zone allows me to run between this spot and this spot. So I'll be able to craft some gold amulets back and forth. But in the meantime, I just have to wait 9 minutes for these guys to leave me alone, basically. There's level 30 crafting. This method's going pretty well. One downside is that there are other people doing the method, it seems like, on other worlds, so only can probably be about 2 or 3 people doing it max at the same time, I would guess. So whilst I've been hopping around worlds here, getting gold ore and smelting it and crafting it, I've been considering the fact that I should need to kill minotaurs over dark wizards for ranged XP and magic XP. I think ideally I probably should be always killing minotaurs for any kind of combat XP, because the amount of post 99 XP I'll have to do just to get rune essence in theory for 99 runecraft would be somewhere around like 290 million combat XP, I think is what it was. So that's quite a lot. However, I've been considering the fact that I'm going to get smithing XP from this crafting grind as well. So that means that not all of my smithing XP needs to be done by basically just smithing. I'm not focusing on that, which means I could probably just get away with superheating some parts of it. So it turns out pretty much 75% smithing XP to 100% crafting XP whenever I do this method. So 3/4 of 99 will already be done from just doing this method. Once I've done that, then I'll have some smithing XP left to go, which means I could do the superheating method in Dwarven Mine, which is what I'm referring to. And I would need about 86,000 nature runes, which means I would need to kill about 20 million ranged XP worth of dark wizards that are level 7 in order to get the nature runes for that, which I think is probably the best method of getting nature runes on this account. So but the problem with that is that it's XP I could have been using and time I could have been using on killing minotaurs, so I'm not really sure what's efficient here. So I've also considered killing Ankus for law runes, and also just the law runes I get from wizards from getting that 86,000 nature runes. And because I would need law runes ideally to do runecraft as well. I could do Valador teleports and do skull scepter to the body altar method. However, it would take a lot of law runes to get to that, and I would only get about 2 mil runecraft XP worth of law runes just from that grind. Actually, I think it was like 1.8 mil, something like that. I didn't write any of these numbers down. I just was going through the math on a calculator. Even if I killed Ankus with the runes I got from this grind, I wouldn't have enough, assuming I used all the runes and got 99 magic. So I still wouldn't get enough law runes to complete runecraft. So I don't really know if it's worth using the law runes on runecraft, because I will need it for other things too, like clue scrolls and just other various teleportation related things, because they are a very practical item to have, because I do quite a bit of moving around. So I think they're probably not worth using, but I might also need to use them to collect nature runes in the wilderness. That could be another option of using those law runes. There's 40 crafting. So next up I've got 40 defense, 40 prayer, and 40 magic to finish. I think I'll start with getting some magic XP just to be able to use some of my teleports and the runes I have. And then I'll probably work on killing minotaurs till 40 just to get some more rune essence for RC. I'm not going to be able to hit 40 RC because it just takes too much combat XP to get. And while I'm gaining that combat XP, I'll be getting clue scrolls as well and be able to use those teleports. That's the idea. Alright, I'm at the Dark Knight's Fortress collecting some runes. I think I'll stop around 2,000 just to have a decent stack of them. 30 magic! Magic. Here's a gold ring. Alright, so here's level 40 defense. I can now wear rune armor. And here's level 30 prayer. And now I'm going to be doing this boneyard method till about level 40 prayer, because I can probably get the rest of my prayer XP till level 43 while killing hill giants and moss giants. But anyway, this method, if you didn't know already, is the best method for free-to-play Ironman to get their prayer XP. It actually can get up to about 16.5k XP per hour with this double hop method, which is not what I'm doing here, but I did give this method a shot and I didn't really like it. It kept kicking me out of the game. I guess I'm just not good enough. I should probably keep practicing, but I just felt like continuing with this method. Here I was getting about 7k prayer XP per hour, which is honestly not even that good for this method. I think you can get up to 10k an hour with what I was doing here if you're actually good at training the skill. However, I don't have much experience doing this, so I just stuck to what I was doing here and I managed to get it. For the future, I'll probably give other methods a shot and actually try to get better rates, but for now this is fine. There's level 40 prayer. Can now cast protection from ranged. So there's all level 40 stats. And you might be asking, what is next? Next, I would like to kill Bryophyta and Obor. And to do that, I'll need some good equipment. So first of all, I'd like to get a mithril scimitar. And I'd also like to get a amulet of strength, assuming that I'll be able to get a flippo random or pinball random within that time period of me getting these stats. However, I will be in the wilderness, and that does not allow for teleportation, so maybe I will need to spend some time outside of the wilderness in order to get those rubies. First of all, I'll be needing 55 crafting and 55 smithing, I believe. First of all, I'll need to get the ruby amulet, which requires level 50 crafting. And I think level 55 smithing is what is required for a mithril scimitar. Yeah, so I'll actually need 55 smithing and 50 crafting. In addition to this, I'll need 49 magic in order to boost for the ruby amulet to be enchanted, but I guess I could also just get a wizard mind bomb as well. That's also an option, so I could just get to level 48 instead. So in order to get the smithing level I need, I'll probably have to do some additional smithing over crafting. So I'll probably do gold amulets until 50. I'm considering killing dark wizards to get nature runes so that I can do superheat smithing in the dwarven mine. And that method's quite a bit faster than probably picking up these iron bar respawns out here. I'll also be getting some additional runes while getting these nature runes, so that'll probably help me get 49 magic as well. Alright, we're back with 5 more casket openings. Let's go. Okay. Alright. Nope. Not good. Alright, just made it back from the Dark Knight's Fortress. I decided to give it up on the Dark Wizard killing. I think it's probably better to use my ranged XP killing minotaurs and getting that rune essence, so I've collected about 300 of each. This should be able to get me to level 48 magic, which I can boost to 49. So I'm going to try and use up all my body runes here, splashing this Monk of Zamorak. I can't quite get negative 65 magic bonus while equipping a staff, however I could wield this and get it. I would need more runes though. I don't really feel like collecting them. I'll just deal with the fact that sometimes it'll actually complete the spell. Though I had to use up almost every rune I had These are the only runes I have left. I had to resort to splashing Wind Strike, but I made it. 48 magic. Can now boost and get enchanting a ruby amulet. I'm here in Falador. I'm going to pick up some of these drinks that I need and just bank a few. Nice. So I'm back to Remington on a 500 skill total world to avoid bots. And I'm here because I need to spend some time outside of the wilderness in order to get a pinball random that is crucial in order to get the amulet of strength for me. So I've decided to go for a grind that's going to be a bit lengthy, but I've set my tracker to level 60 mining, which in turn gets me to a point that I can try out the iron rock method from the mining guild as well. But I also have something else in mind that'll be a little bit of a secret for now. So the future of this account probably will entail a lot of grinds, things that'll last quite a while. So these episodes won't be as frequent as they initially will be coming out, the first few episodes. This is a lot of the beginner stages of this process, and it's just going to be a lot of big grinds in all likelihood. So just keep that in mind when you're without an episode of this series for a while. Not a lot of notable things tend to happen on a free-to-play Ironman account when you get to a certain level, so I'll just try and keep you guys entertained to the best of my ability. I'm really just playing this account for fun, so I hope you guys can enjoy the process of the grinds as much as I do. I don't have everything totally fleshed out on this account, so it's also a bit of a learning experience for me. I have not really spent much time on a free-to-play Ironman mode, so bear that in mind as well. Anyways, I think that'll be it for today's episode. I feel like I've gotten a lot done, got to all level 40 stats, and by next episode I'll likely get to the point of being able to go kill some hill giants and moss giants to collect some keys. And I think I'll probably open those on stream at some point, so that'll be fun. So yeah, that's going to be it for today. If you guys enjoyed, please leave a like and comment if you have something to say. But that's going to be it for today's episode. Thank you guys for watching. Take care.